What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, we're taking a look at the Bitcoin price, and make sure to stay to the very end because I got some very interesting scenarios. I absolutely love this range where we're trading at right now, and the lower we get, the even better. And I'm going to explain today in this episode. Most of the people are talking about this kind of symmetrical triangle created here on Bitcoin with these higher lows and lower highs, but I think there are some different scenarios here. Make sure to not get trapped like most of the retail people, because I'm going to show you what could potentially happen for Bitcoin. And we also take a look at Kyber Network because I think Kyber Network is hitting a major resistance zone. We are going to analyze it in today's episode, so make sure to stay tuned. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. New to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Daily take on Bitcoin crypto. I also do live streams to connect with the community. I am not a financial advisor. Let's dive in, guys, straight into the content. Keeping it super simple, very similar to yesterday. We can see on the weekly chart that this is a major level. We got a big massive wick, okay, closing well above the last lows from 2021, as you can see on the chart, looking for that swing failure pattern, looking for that consolidation and a potential reversal in the next coming weeks. Now, also, if we do take a look at the volume, we do have a pretty nice volume spike, okay? We haven't seen a volume like this since early 2021. The last big volume spike was in May, as you can see, and this indicated a potential bottom, okay, where you did actually slightly came below this low, but not successfully having this consolidation. And this is what I am looking for the next coming weeks, where we are not going to successfully, in my personal opinion, break below the $25,000 low that we did create last week, where we could see a retest, but a consolidation and a potential relief rally, like I mentioned, for the next coming weeks. As you can see here on the chart, we are retesting the value area low from the volume traded of 2021, 2022. As you can see, we are at the very, very low point here, not managing to break through successfully. We are actually consolidating at this range below $30,000. So we can expect that this major level is potentially going to hold. Now, what I want to show you also, we do know that we are forming this kind of descending wedge. This support is also holding from these lower lows. So I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit of volatility, actually maybe hitting $26,000 or $25,000, the next coming days or a couple of weeks. But let's take a look at the short term. This is the most important thing. Let's take a look at Bitcoin at the 4-hourly chart, okay? And you know that I was looking at this trend line, okay? This kind of inverse head and shoulder with this little bit of aggressive descending neckline, okay? Which we actually broke out from and we actually got a bounce from, but the volume wasn't high enough. I wasn't interested in trading any of this, but if you did actually long this, you are still actually in profits. You could have taken profits around this range at the 618 from the actual peak over here, okay? It's a good level always to take profit, that 618, if you are trading a resistance or a support. Now, what I want to show you here, okay, I'm going to leave this trend line. I think this trend line is pretty important from these aggressive lower highs, but most of the people right now are looking at this scenario where we have these lower highs and this lower high over here. And we also have these higher lows, right, where I do have this channel in the blue that we'll go through just in 1 second. So if most of the people are looking at this kind of this symmetrical triangle right over here, right, where we are going to break out potentially in the next 24 hours. Now, a lot of the people might think, if we break the resistance here from these lower highs, then it's extremely bullish, but I think it's not. I am looking for this major weekly level, the value area high. It's going to get heavy rejection. If we do pump that to that level, I think that we are going to get heavily rejected at this 31.7, 31.8 range with potentially a little bit of volatility, plus minus $100 few. Now, if we do break support, of course, then you might think that this is going to go to extreme low levels and that we are going to retest the 25K level, okay, the low that we did create on the 12th of May. And I think that we are going to get a potential bounce in between $27,000 and $28,000. So what does usually happen with these kind of patterns, which everybody is looking at, where you do have this symmetrical triangle, and of course they are waiting for that big breakout of the resistance or the support, and this could very likely be a big massive fake out, especially when everybody is looking at it, where you can break resistance and have a big massive fake out and turn over, or break support and then have a big massive pump. All right, and I'm going to explain this right now, so let's not talk about this symmetrical triangle that most of the people are talking about. Now we have this ascending channel. Let's go with the bearish case scenario, right, where it's going to be slightly bullish, because I think, for me, this is not a long or a short area just yet. Like I mentioned on yesterday's video, we got the 31.77k level, okay, which is a major weekly level that I did explain why in yesterday's video. It's a weekly level from back, okay, of the summer of 2021. Let me just quickly remind for any new subscribers, I like to explain it. I just don't want to go through every single day about it. We can see here, July of 2021, major weekly close and open. This is why I've got this weekly. Going back to the 4 hourly, what else is this range? It is the value area high from the volume traded the last 10 days, as you can see here on the chart. Value area high right over here, value area low. This is why we are actually getting supported from this low range. We are getting resistance from this high range. So if we do have that leg up, we are hitting resistance from this small ascending channel. We've got the weekly, we've got the value area high, too much confluence to actually think that we are breaking the resistance of these lower highs of this symmetrical triangle, and we are going to absolutely moon from this level, where I do think that is a heavy rejection. It's going to get a lot of trap longs, and we are going to have a pretty aggressive drop. This is something that I am eyeing here for the next coming hours, potentially the next, before 24 hours. So that would be the bearish case scenario, having that a bit of bullish action, all right, and then getting a big massive drop. What would be the bullish case scenario? What would be the bullish case scenario? Well, bullish case scenario, of course, would be dropping, right? When everybody's fearful, everybody wants to short. We are going below $25,000, and this is when I am going to be prepared for a potential long opportunity. But where is your question? Well, if we do get below this value area low, if we do break out from this ascending channel support, as you can see, breaking the value area low, of course, we could have a pretty aggressive drop. Of course, we could go to $28,000 or even $27,000 in the next coming hours. And this is looking at the 4 hourly chart. But hang on in here, because what I can see is a big major resistance level, a big major support level, sorry. And this is the 4 hourly close right over here at 27.6, approximately round about this level. And if we were to break out the ascending channel, we know that the width of the channel is a potential target from a breakout of resistance or from support. If we were to break out, okay, maybe in the next coming hours, it might be by the end of the day. So just say it's going to be in between, today and tomorrow at some point, you could see that drop, that major drop to round about this range, okay, in between $27,000 and $28,000. Wicking below this actually 4 hourly level. So what also do we have here as confluence? I am looking into a range, not the exact dollar of 27.6, in between 27 and 28. We also want to take a look at fib levels from the low to the high. We are looking for that 618, okay, 618 region and 50%, all right, where we should be getting some kind of reaction from this level, okay, from the low that we created on the 12th of May to the high of 16th of May. This level, looking at Fibonacci, 618, 50%. We've also got the descending trend line here from these lower highs that we actually got one bounce already, guys. We've already got one bounce. This has been a major level. You just need to take a look at the charts, getting resistance and getting support. So looking for that potential breakdown and getting support, which would be, in between today and tomorrow at about that $27,000, $28,000 range, give or take a bit of volatility. You can get above or dip below this major trend line. As you can see, it would be absolutely natural, but this is the moment where I think we could be getting strong support. We got the 4 hourly, we got the trend line, we got Fibonacci levels from this low of 12th of May to the 16th of May, and I am looking for that potential higher low. It is true that we could actually go slightly lower, and what I am looking for here, all right, which is going to be good. So basically, in a nutshell, I think we're getting rejected here. I think we're getting a big bounce from this level, okay? This is the kind of scenario that I'm looking for on Bitcoin for the next coming days. Let's see if it will play out. Too much confluence at those levels, and this is why this is no man's land. I do not know where the price is going to go. So if we do come back down to this range and we do manage to consolidate above the 25.3k low here, then it's going to be looking extremely good for a potential harmonic pattern. But this is just still speculation, guys. But this is going to be a pretty nice harmonic pattern from the high that we did create on the 4th of May to the low here of the 12th to the 16th, which is round about the 382. Okay, it's about 40% Fibonacci retracement. As you can see, if we were to hit, that 618 or the 0.88, all right, I am looking for that higher low potentially, and then this could absolutely make an incredible pump in the next coming weeks, guys, for a potential harmonic that I'm not going to go through because it's still a little bit of speculation. We need to create that higher low, then it will be looking pretty good. So if you want to know more about that potential pattern formation, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Remember, for those experienced traders, Bitcoin, Kyber Network, and a bunch of cryptos can be traded on Bybit. You get an insane bonus of up to $4,050. You also pay 0% maker fee for 30 days once you sign up with my link in the description. PrimeXBT, my favorite day trading platform. They have a huge amount of assets such as oil, crude, traditional stock market, and you can get up to $7,000 worth of bonus. You basically get 7% added to your initial deposit by using Bitcoinsensus 50 as the promotion code. I got full video tutorials how to use these platforms down in the description. Let's go straight into Kyber Network, because Kyber Network is looking pretty good over here. Now it is having a little bit of a, nice movement to the upside. We're not going to lie, we don't want to catch a falling knife, but we don't want to catch also a big major pump. All right. So it's actually pumping into this major resistance that I'm going to explain right now. We do not want to catch this kind of pump, all right, into a short. We want to see a reaction. We want to see a consolidation to get that rejection. Okay. This is how traders make money. They react. They don't FOMO in. They don't just jump in randomly in a big pump or in a big dump. They wait for reactions. So we can see here on Kyber Network on the daily how in 2021, this $2.40 region was extreme resistance for many, many months. We can see, from July, August, resistance, 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 getting rejected several times. The moment we successfully broke it, it acted as heavy support, hitting that $2.30 range even in March of 2022, as you can see here, then getting that absolutely massive rally. Now, it also had an insane support, which was at the $1.20, $1.15 in 2021. You can see May, June, July, almost touching it here in September, but having a major big consolidation in December, as you can see, and also January, holding above the $1.20 level. We actually had a big, massive, aggressive fall here, massive capitulation that got that bounce from that $1.15, $1.20 major support from 2021. You can see it here on the chart. So now we are currently hitting this major resistance of 2021 that I just spoke of right now. If we start consolidating, and I want to show you also value area high and value area low from 2021 and 2022. Value area low right over here, just around about that $1.10. This is why we didn't successfully break down this value area low. Where is the value area high? Yes, it is exactly here at this $2.40, even $2.50 approximately, this range where we actually got insane resistance. This is where most of the volume is accumulated. So if we do see, zooming in here on the 4-hourly on Kyber Network, a consolidation, a reaction, it is still too soon. We are getting some reaction on the 4-hourly. As you can see here on the chart, there is already a 4-hourly candle getting that rejection. If we do have another attempt and come back down this major resistance zone, it is going to get rejected very likely, and we could potentially come down as low as the $1.80. Why $1.80? Because this is the next major big level where we did actually get that major reaction, this big major consolidation for about 3-4 days, as you can see on the chart. And if we go with fib levels, we might get retraced to this level, get one first rejection, consolidate at this range, and maybe get another attempt to break above. So I think this is a potential level also to get a bounce. We can see it is the point of control from the volume traded the last 10 days. And if you take a look at fib levels, keeping it simple, we go from the low to the high. You know, you're hitting that 618 beautifully, getting that bounce, guys. Super important. Fibonacci works like magic. From the low to the high, 618, consolidation, came back up to retest. We are currently actually, you know, trying to break this zone. So this is, you know, it is still a little bit too soon, but I think we're potentially going to get rejected. If we come down to the $1.80 on Kyber the next couple of days, guess what? It is also hitting, you know, the resistance, the point of control. And if we take a look at fib levels from this low consolidation to the highs, we are actually going to hit the 618 also at that $1.80. So major confluence, Fibonacci, point of control, you're hitting this major resistance consolidation. So, you know, there are some trading opportunities here on Kyber Network potentially. In the next coming days, make sure to check out the Bitcoinsensus website. Subscribe to the channel because I'll probably be doing a live stream afterwards this evening. Thank you very much, guys. I'll see you in the next one.